Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Systeme.io podcast with me, Natasha Pinto. Join us as we discuss all things digital marketing and entrepreneurship. Here, online business owners take us on a journey, how they went from zero to launch. And if you're starting your journey here with Systeme, you've already taken a pretty smart first step. Today, our esteemed guest is Nick Nyxson. He's an online business owner, instructor, streamer, gamer, and entrepreneur. Hi, Nick.
Hey, how are you?
Good, thanks, and you. It's lovely to meet you.
Lovely to meet you too.
Fantastic. All right, so I am sure our audience is very curious whether you started straight away in online business or if you were doing something else before you discovered this wonderful world.
Of course. Yeah. First things first. Thank you for inviting me. I'm very excited to be here. And yes, of course, I was doing something before online business. I was not born with an internet. I'm 90s kid, so I did everything like absolute majority of 90s people were probably doing: going to school, going to university, getting higher education, etc., etc. So I'm actually a lawyer. I was doing a legal business before I was doing anything internet based. I had a legal practice. I have an LLM in international business law. So I was working based on my education. Yeah, it helps a lot because in an online world, knowing how legal stuff works in conjunction with the business stuff is extremely important and extremely great thing to have. So yeah, I was actually working there. I was working a few different companies. I was working with television. I was working in a private civil law organization. A lot of different experience, short yet very eventful life before internet and online business. Then of course things change very fast. I got married and I had a kid. Now I have 2 children, and yeah, I just wanted to spend more time with my children. I didn't want to be always on the meetings. I didn't want all the time to read the law books and things like that, because legal studies are extremely time consuming, extremely difficult. And yeah, I just wanted something that I could do from home, and that was when I actually started streaming, of all things. I started gaming streaming, and that was my first introduction to the world of online business. And it was a disaster because it's extremely difficult to succeed first time. And anyone who thinks that they can just start and just win in anything, not just online, but anything related, simply is delusional and do not understand how it actually works. So yeah, I was not a bad streamer. I was, at least I've thought so. I was a good streamer. I was doing fun things, but the thing was that I was not doing the business. I was doing things for fun. And eventually the time will arrive when you will not be able to continue things to do for fun. And then it hit me that I need to transform this thing into business. And then I realized that it is very difficult to transform streaming into business, because you need to spend literal days in front of your computer playing or talking or whatever it is. And probably, as you understand from me talking nonstop, I love talking, but still it was extremely difficult to transform streaming into business. And I know that a lot of people, especially during the pandemic, wanted to start their streaming business, not just for gaming. There are a bunch of different other niches that you could do streaming with, including the educational streaming. But the reality of the streaming is that the streaming content is not discoverable. You cannot discover anyone streaming unless you know that this guy is actually streaming, and unless you see that a lot of people actually are there and it sparks your interest why these people are there. And the content is just not discoverable, and I simply could not afford to wait or to grind for months and years, not just months, for years, to transform this into a real business. So I just stopped streaming altogether. I still stream, to be fair. I didn't stop it completely because I have quite a few dedicated to, I could not say fans because they become like family for me, dedicated viewers that still want to watch my content, and I still do from time to time. But mainly I transformed and switched into something different, and I tried everything. I tried dropshipping, I tried Amazon FBA, I tried affiliate marketing, I tried a bunch of different things, and I failed with all of them, like complete failure, complete waste of money, not because these things do not work, but because I had completely different expectations. And unfortunately, internet nowadays, when you go to ads and things like that, they paint completely different picture of what online business really is. It's not mentions and Lamborghinis and cars and Ferraris. It is for some. You can get to that level, and I'm pretty sure I will get there as well. But it's just a few people who can actually achieve that, and even getting a single dollar, just $1, is probably the more difficult than achieving anything on internet. And yeah, I failed in everything. I failed everything completely. I just didn't know what to do. I just didn't realize how it works, and completely wrong expectations, until I discovered the world of online courses. And it was, I think it was before the pandemic. It was 2018 or 19. I don't remember exactly. It was just a few years ago. And I was thinking, okay, I did so many things with YouTube. I did many things with Pinterest, because yeah, I had like a very, very big Pinterest account with more than 1 million monthly viewers, sharing the content about basically what I was doing. And I know so many things about that. And I know that a lot of people want to know about that. So why wouldn't I launch a course? Because I knew that the information sells and people would want to pay for something that is great. So I sat down and I created my first course. It was actually the course about Pinterest. And I was thinking, where should I upload it, or whether I should just self-publish it, whether I should just choose self-hosting, or whether I should post it on the course marketplaces. And then I decided to go with Udemy. I uploaded my course on Udemy, and again, it failed. As always, it failed. I made a grand total of $1.80 in my first month of course. And but this time I felt something was different. Failure is failure, but when you fail and when you don't want to continue, yeah, you should not continue. But this time, for some reason, I wanted to continue. And then I waited for a bit. I started promoting my content to different Facebook groups, to things manually, to Reddit and things like that. Then second month, my $1.80 transformed into $15. Okay, it was better. Then third month, my $15 transformed into $50. Okay, now we were getting there. And then I started publishing Skillshare. Then the fourth month was like $150. Then it was $300, and etc. etc. It continued building up. Then I published another course, then another one, then another one, then another one, and suddenly I became an instructor. I was doing the courses about everything that I knew, and I knew a lot of stuff. I knew a lot of stuff about live streaming. I knew a lot of stuff about YouTube as a multiple times failed YouTuber, and now I'm actually doing quite good on YouTube. Not biggest YouTuber. I have only a few thousand subscribers on a few channels, but still I consider myself extremely successful there. And I just continued teaching everything that I could. And to this day, I'm still continuing to teach everything that I can, because I know that people are looking for this information. And what I realized while I was teaching was that what people, the instructors, what businesses are promoting online is that they want to sell information. They want to sell how to do things. Let's say how to make $1 million, basically. Let's give it a very bad example, but yeah, that's how to make $1 million. What I realized, what people are really interested in is not how to make $1 million, but how you made $1 million, like how your experience shaped whatever you are, whatever you are teaching. For example, if you are making a course about YouTube, and if you're teaching people how to get 10,000 subscribers while you have already only 100, then these people will see through your BS and they would not want to buy your course. So what I did instead was, okay, I made a course about YouTube, but I was not teaching how to make X number of subscribers. I was teaching exactly what I was doing. So if I had 100 subscribers, I was teaching people how to get to these 100 subscribers. When I reached 2,000 subscribers, I was teaching how to get to these 1,000 subscribers, or rather how I did get there. And what I built on Udemy on Skillshare was this portfolio of courses basically based not around a certain niche or certain content, but around my experiences of how I do that. And what is the best thing about that is that nobody can copy you. No one can actually do exactly the things that you are doing. They can get close to that, but they cannot copy you. So basically, when I upload the course, someone can, of course, watch this and someone can just re-record the video with their face, but in reality, they cannot do that because they cannot copy my experience. Because when someone will ask the questions about how this certain particular thing is happening, they cannot answer this. And that's why I think I succeeded as an online instructor. I still continue gaming. I have a gaming channel, which is pretty successful with few videos, with a few 100,000 views. I upload only like once a month or once every 2 months. Yet I'm generating revenue from affiliate marketing there as well, which is another thing that I learned after my failure because I wanted to continue that. I have a bunch of affiliate marketing income, and yeah, that's basically my story short, I guess. It was my story basically.
Yeah. So what it seems you've done is you've taken what would have been a series of failures and turned it into ultimately success for yourself, right? And you're kind of saving your viewers, your students, the trouble of failing. So you're saying, this is what I did. This is how I got it wrong. This is how you can not do that and do better.
Yes, basically what I'm teaching is 1,000 ways to do it wrong until they will get one thing that is right.
That's brilliant. I think that's super marketable because I think there's all these people online, especially on YouTube, saying, hey, I made $1 million doing this. And people are like, oh, we'll try, but it's missing out the many years of messing up that they've gone through, the experiences that they've had.
Exactly, correct.
All right. So can you crunch some numbers for us? So what was your income like when you were still practicing law? And what is it like now?
So I cannot say exact numbers like word for word, but I can give you like approximate
That's
estimate.
perfect.
So I live in country of Georgia, in Europe, not in the US, because everybody's mistaking that. It's a country, not a state. It's a different thing. We didn't call it Georgia. The Englishmen and Americans did. So yeah, that's where I live in. Yeah. So basically, when I was practicing law, like the average cost of living in Georgia is extremely low. Like it's probably half, not just half. Like I actually did my master's degree in France. I did it in English, not in French though. But the cost of living there is probably 10 times more than in Georgia. So it's like 10%. It's extremely cheap to live here. And to give you an average estimate, like if you have an income of around, let me just crunch it into US dollars, of around $700 to $1,000 per month, you are living extremely good life. If you are getting your apartment rented, you are living in pretty good apartment. You can get a car. You can just go out. You can just get some different holidays, vacations. You can live the life of amazing individual, basically. And at that time, I had, let's just crunch it to US dollars. I had a few thousand US dollars income per month. But the thing was that when you're practicing law, you are not depending on the salary. It's all about the clients. So basically, it will sound bad, but doctor wants you to get sick and lawyer wants you to get in trouble to make money. Mm-hmm. So unless someone was in trouble, I was not making money. I didn't want that. Don't get me wrong. Not at all. I want somebody to get in trouble to make money. I never want that. I never wanted that. That's why I quit being a lawyer. And often there were a few months where I was not making anything because I didn't have any job to do, because all the legal disputes were solved, all the contracts were drafted, and man, that's it. So it was a good income, but it was not that stable. While here, now I'm actually making, I can say that I'm making exact few $1,000s, but there's a stable income. per month, every single month. It's not that if I would just stop doing everything right now, if I'd stopped uploading everything on YouTube, on courses, if I'd stopped doing everything, I would probably still be making a few $1,000s for at least next 2 years, and probably making at least $1,000 for at least 5 years. That's the thing that I was building. I hate the word passive income because there's nothing passive about what I was doing and what I'm doing, but technically, yes, it is passive income. So, and plus I have, and of course, promotions on YouTube and on different courses, on different things, and affiliate income, of course. And can I say, I don't want to say exact numbers, but I can say that it's at least $5,000 every single month. That's what, and in my country, it is just living a life of a king. So yeah. And plus, for everybody, and not everybody, but still some people might be interested in taxes. The best thing about living in my country is extremely low taxes. So I actually pay only 1% of all my income in taxes, and that's it. So
amazing.
Yeah.
What a good place to live.
Yeah, it's extremely cheap, extremely. Plus, I have my own house. I managed to buy my own house. I don't have any debt. I paid everything while being a student. I have a car, and yeah, that's it. I don't have a debt. I just, all the money just goes into my pocket and just live my life and just spend everything on my wife and kids, basically.
Oh, that's perfect. It sounds like you're living the high life.
Okay, yeah, but it could be better, but it always can be better.
Yeah, and you're working towards better. Oh, it's coming.
I don't Ferrari, Lamborghini, and just private jet and things like that. Yeah, I need to do that to be an official guru. So yeah.
All right. So then, thank you for crunching your numbers for us. I think it's important that people understand that a consistent income is something that you're after. Yes. It makes you feel supported. It means that if you need to take a holiday, you're not worried about earning nothing over that time. You're still earning money. So I think that's really important and really useful for them. Now, I know that you said what you do is not necessarily niche, but if you had to put yourself in a box, what would your niche be? And what kind of person is it best suited to? Because you've said that affiliate marketing initially wasn't for you. Neither was drop shipping. So what kind of person is best suited to your niche?
So basically, like majority of my stuff is revolving around the content creation. So it's creating, it can be videos, it can be live streams, it can be courses. Like even my YouTube channel, like majority of the things is revolving around that. So I would say that if I would put down myself in a niche, it's a content creation. And affiliate marketing, why I actually started succeeding in affiliate marketing is because content creation and affiliate marketing are intertwined with each other. And what many people are actually thinking, I'm actually thinking about creation of the course about affiliate marketing, like good course. But what a lot of people are thinking about affiliate marketing is that it's a thing that you can just start and start making money, just out of the blue. Which is wrong, which is completely wrong. They think of affiliate marketing as some kind of like golden goose who would be, or not golden goose who will be giving you golden eggs. It's not true. It's, and a lot of people who are making the courses about that, they're missing this point because it's not marketable. This phrase is not marketable. The phrase that you need to be doing other things as well in order to succeed in affiliate marketing is not that marketable, but it is true. And I don't like lying to my viewers and to my students. So the thing is that you need to be doing marketing in order to have an affiliate marketing. Basically, what you're doing is just marketing the things that are not created by you. That's all there is. You're still doing the marketing, and people are not getting this, and they're thinking that, oh yeah, affiliate marketing is a thing that I can start right now. I'll just put a blog or like something blogpost.com and I will be making money, which is not true. And why content creation is intertwined with affiliate marketing is that when you're creating a content, free content, or even a paid content, you are creating a point of interest for an individual to come to you for answers or for entertainment or for information. Basically, I divide my content, any content into three different parts. It's an educational, which is basically teaching you how to do something. It's an informational, basically showing you what is actually happening, basically stating the facts, not showing how to do that, but rather what is happening. And then there is entertaining. These are your vlogs, these are your family fun times, these are your pranks, everything like that. So these types of content is attracting people. So people are either actively looking for it, or when they stumble upon it, they go and watch it. It can be about blogs as well, read it, or whatever you listen to it, whatever you want to call it. And when people are getting there, if I'm talking about, let's say, video editing, and by the way, I just recorded video about that, and I will be uploading the YouTube video about that. Like, the biggest problem for me as a video editor, as a content creator, is when I record the video, when I have multiple clips, even just talking like that, the biggest problem for me is just sit down and start cutting up all the silent parts, all the ums, all the ahs, all the mistakes, because it is boring. It's just extremely boring. And when you create video practically every day, and when you're creating courses, especially when you're creating courses, it is extremely boring thing to do. And I just struggle through this every single time. I've created hundreds of videos and I've struggled through this every single time. But what I discovered was that there's actually software that can do this for you. Basically, just drop a video there, press one button, and it will cut the video and just give you whatever is left from then. And then you all just need to do is just add a B-roll, add a music, and add the color correct, and that's it. And when I discovered this, I was just amazed. Why did I spend so much time doing that when something like this existed? And when I know that a lot of people are struggling with the same problem, and I actually created a video about this software that, okay, you can get this, and you can actually solve this problem because I know that this is a problem. And the thing is, I didn't create this software myself. I didn't ask for anyone to just pay me money for promoting this one. But all I need to do is just put a link in the description, and people just can solve their problems as well. And that's basically affiliate marketing in a nutshell. Find a problem, solve the problem, and that's it. And first thing that you need to do is just make your content discoverable. It's either through YouTube or whatever it is, or blog posts, or through SEO, whatever it is. Because if people have a problem, they need to be able to find the solution for this problem. And just YouTube video is basically this solution. And when they get there, they know that, okay, there's a solution. They go get the software, and I'm getting a kickback. That's basically what it is. It's not that I just want someone just to buy this because I want to make money. No, it solves their problem as well. Their problem is solved, and my problem is solved, which is not having enough money. That's it. It sounds bad, kinda, but it is true. I'm just promoting this for them, practically for free, and that's was the reason why they set up this affiliate program. And now I'm just getting paid for basically solving other people's problems. And anyone can do that. Let's say, as another example, people want to get a good camera. They have no idea what camera is good for them. And there are just a bunch of videos comparing 10, 20 different cameras with each other just to appeal to everyone who wants to buy a camera. And all they do is just put an Amazon affiliate links in their description. Bam, problem solved. They didn't think about affiliate marketing. They didn't think, oh, I need to make this specific video to sell this specific product. No, they solved the problem, and they're just getting a kickback. That's why affiliate marketing is a good addition to the content creation. And that's what probably I started succeeding in affiliate marketing as well, because when I was starting, I had a content, but I had no idea what problem my content was solving. And usually my content was not actually solving any problems because it was just an entertainment content. Just entertainment content does not solve a lot of problems. Maybe you can sell a t-shirt like that with an entertaining name or something like that. But usually educational and informational content are just selling a lot of different things, especially if you're in a content creation niche, or to be fair, any niche. You can be in a woodworking niche. You can be in barbecuing niche. You can have 100 subscribers, yet you can just call your local barbecue shop and tell them, okay, I'm going to send you clients. Just give me an affiliate link. They will say, gladly, 5%. Will it work for you? They say, great. 5% is just amazing because you know that people will be buying that. And you will just send this 100 people to this shop, and that's it. You'll be making money.
Awesome.
That's
So
as simple as that.
you're using your content creation as a kind of genuine experience of, this is a problem I've had, this is how I solved it, and the affiliate marketing just feeds back into it so that you're getting a
Exactly.
reward
Exactly.
for. Okay,
Exactly.
brilliant.
That's all goes back to what I said earlier. It's not how it is solved, it's how I solve this problem for myself.
Exactly. Okay, awesome. And then what is your process like? So you've said you just recorded a video today. How long does it take you to record a video? What is your editing process like? How many do you record and post a week?
So to be fair, like it changed a lot in the past few months because I got much more efficient in this thing, using a specialized keyboard, hotkeys, like a lot of different things to increase the speed, because every single second for me matters while editing, because just seconds just add up by a lot. And before I had that software, the cutting, it would take only like 1 hour just to cut the video, just to cut, because I was struggling and doing this very slowly. Now, to be fair, if I am in a flow, let's say, for example, I had an idea, I'm sitting with my computer, I have my equipment ready, because I usually have everything ready, just hit record, sit down, hit record, and just get everything. I have an idea, I just take my laptop, immediately start writing a script, and my script usually is just a general outline, because I don't plan every single word. I plan just the topics that I want to talk about in the video, just outline everything. Maybe if I want to say some exact things, I just write this down. It will take maybe, I don't know, 30 minutes to just drop an outline, because if I'm in a flow, if I know what I'm doing this pretty fast. I sit down, turn on the camera, or sometimes turn on the second camera if I want a second angle, and just hit record and start talking. Usually the recording will take 20 minutes, maybe. Then I drop all the footage. I transcode all the footage, because if you will not transcode the footage, by the way, if anyone who is editing the videos, always transcode your footage. It's basically making this footage a bit smaller and a bit easier to edit. Transcode the footage. It will probably take, I don't know, for 4K files, it will take maybe, I don't know, 30 minutes, 40 minutes. And but this is just click and just go whatever, do whatever you want. It's not an active process. And then editing will probably take, again, if I'm in a good flow, maybe an hour. So overall, all in all, I can just sit down, start from idea to the finished video, I think it may be 4 hours. And then working, if I'm uploading on YouTube, on description and title, I need to do keyword research. This will take around 30 minutes. Then shooting a thumbnail. I'm shooting like I'm trying to shoot at least every thumbnail like specific to the video, like with my camera, just posing and things like that. And it will take around another 30 minutes, probably, let's say 6 hours. One video will take 6 hours. So I can definitely upload every single day, but I'm not in a just flow mood every single day, because there is I cannot think of problem to solve every single day. So that's why I'm not doing it every single day. But sometimes if I'm doing a gaming video, just finding a footage or recording footage will take longer, maybe like 5-6 hours to record the footage. You can add to that. The gaming videos can take 10-12 hours to record. And yeah, that's basically it. Like 6 hours. This is the fastest that I can do. And because I'm just, sometimes I just, when I finish editing, I just leave, walk for an hour, do other things, play with my kids. I'm actually working from home. I set up everything to work from home. Go play with my kids, spend some time with the wife, like, or have a dinner, things like that. Talk about different stuff. Then come back and see whether I would fix something. Because you see, when you sit down and you go through the video and finish the video, you might not realize how many mistakes you are making. You might not realize how many things you're missing. You might not realize how many things you're just over talking, like I do very often. And you need probably around an hour to just get your system clean, then come back, watch the video again. Then it will probably take around half an hour to fix the things that I think will be need fixing. And usually I just upload the video after that. Sometimes if I feel like the video is important, I will just wait for another hour or maybe next day to check again whether maybe I missed something or not. Because sometimes I start working late, and late for me is like the 12 o'clock, because I start working, I wake up at 6 every morning, start working at 6 every morning, no exceptions, holidays. I don't have anything. I just sit down and work every single day. And sometimes when I start working like at 12 o'clock or 1 p.m. or 2 p.m., it's way too late for me. It's like in the evening for majority of the people. And sometimes it takes longer, and that's why I wait for the next day. So usually it takes 6 hours on average, sometimes more, very rarely less. For the courses, it takes actually much longer for the courses, because for the courses, I have to plan every single word that I say. I need to plan this because when you're doing a YouTube video, no matter how educational you want to make it, it is still an entertaining video. No matter, you cannot just expect people to listen every single word that you want. Majority of people are coming for entertainment, and they gain education with their entertainment. So you cannot expect people to listen every single word, and you don't need them to listen for every single word. And for the courses, I sit down and I write every single word. I just write a script for one lecture, then wait for another hour, then write for another script, etc., etc. Probably the scripting will take a few days. Then I will go back and rewrite everything just to fix everything, what I want to add or subtract or whatever it is. And then in editing, it takes much, recording takes much longer, because when you're reading the text, and I often just memorize it, but sometimes I need to read that, it takes a lot of mistakes. There are a lot of mistakes in my courses. Probably a 1 hour course will have maybe at least 10 hours of footage. And like editing through 10 hours of footage is difficult. It's time consuming. So that's why usually for my courses, if it's a 1 hour course, it's at minimum, it's fastest. If I work only on course, it takes at least 2 weeks to get the course. And usually it takes around 30 days for me to just sit down, start working on a course and just upload it and just wait until it gets approved and things like that. So it takes around 30 days. Even though the content is not much longer than a YouTube video, it requires much more details, and it may not look as good as YouTube video, because YouTube is just, you can upload 4K videos. On Udemy Skillshare, you cannot upload 4K videos. It does not look that great. It may not look that great, but still I need to put much more work with the courses.
Yeah, they're also more targeted, like you're creating a piece of educational content specific to a specific niche, and it's not just the video, it's every little bit and piece that forms that course that you've got to write for, design for, make sure it's easy to use, easy to understand. So yeah, that makes complete sense.
Sometimes requires the PDF documents and things like that. It looks good, and especially at the end, the drafting of the copy, the description of the course, it takes quite a lot of time. And I don't do it just by myself. I use a bunch of different tools for that, including the AI writers and the grammar checkers, a bunch of different things it needs to go through in order for the description to be as perfect as possible. It is not always perfect, but at least I try to go layer through it like as much as I can.
Yeah. All right. And then what about social media? So do you use it to kind of leverage your audience towards your content? Because there's some awesome statistics that say social media videos are responsible for generating 1,200% more shares compared to text-based and image-based social media posts. And then 92% of viewers are they're likely to share interesting videos across platforms. So do you find that's accurate? Do you find that helps you?
Okay, let's talk about this 92% of likely to share. You see, if you compare this to the text-based content, then maybe, but you see in the recent years, especially in the recent 2 years, with the rise of YouTube, with the rise of Twitch of all things, because during the pandemic, Twitch went big, with the rise of TikTok, which is huge, rise of Instagram Reels, and with the rise of a bunch of different platforms, including Pinterest videos, things like that, the text content is simply not cutting it anymore. If you're creating a text content, you're basically dooming yourself to fail. Even if you are creating a simple blog, just blogs, you're dooming yourself to fail, because it's not that it's better to do videos, it's imperative to do the videos. In this day and age, you simply will just lose to any competition without videos. You need to create the TikTok content. You need to create Instagram content, or not Instagram, not that much anymore, because Instagram's organic growth is not great. And yeah, it's Instagram content is usually only for followers, and you're getting followers from other platforms. And yeah, it's much more nuanced with Instagram. But with YouTube, you need to have a YouTube channel. You need to have some type of content. You need to have a lot of very, very specific things. And if you're just doing a text, or even if you're doing just images, it won't cut it anymore. Basically, you're handicapping yourself, you're shooting yourself in the knee, and you're dooming your business of just failing completely. The only time when text content will actually work is if you are interacting with already existing followers and not seeking for someone new. As an example, Twitter is the great example of that. You're creating just few lines of text, not even lines, just one line of text, and you are just getting a bunch of likes and shares, etc., etc. And the same vein, you can put Facebook groups as well. I cannot stress enough how people are not utilizing Facebook groups for their own content, and for their content sharing, or even for affiliate marketing and things like that. All people know is, okay, I need to join as many Facebook groups as possible to share my content on as many different places as possible, which is simply, I don't want to say stupid. It's not smart, because flooding other people's content, other people's place of living, basically, because my Facebook groups is basically where I live. This is where I treat people as I would treat my family, not maybe that much, but still as I would treat people with respect, where I don't want people to spam, where I don't want people to just promote things like needlessly. And doing this yourself is incredibly wrong. So what I did instead is, instead of just focusing on text content, which is rather useless on Facebook and things like that, I just created a Facebook groups for different courses that I create. Not for all courses, but for big courses, I created Facebook groups. And when, let's say, for example, on Udemy, when I finish my course, I can send an email telling that, okay, I have a Facebook group, you can join me and we can discuss things more in person, because maybe I won't be on a video there. Maybe I won't be on Udemy. Maybe I won't be entering the platform for a while. Maybe I'm out. But I can always enter the Facebook. It's on my phone, and someone can just write something to me or just reach out to me directly, and you can do that as well. And the people that are most active on those platforms, they practically always do that. They always join these groups. And plus, groups are actually searchable, and Facebook is not actually actively suppressing the groups, because they don't have an ability to promote their ads and their content within the groups. And that's why the group content is actually growing organically. So if, as an example, if you have a Facebook page and you write status or something there, or share something, and they do exactly the same thing in a Facebook group for the same individual who has both liked your page and joined your group, there is probably 90% more chance that he will only see the post from a group and not see the post from a page, because Facebook is actively trying, it's their business model, you cannot blame them for that, is actually trying to force you to pay for the reach. On Facebook groups, it's not happening like that.
Yeah, you've already got that reach. You've already gotten them to join your group.
Yes, people already joined your group. They wanted to be there. They're doing this with their own will. They're not shoving this up their faces. And basically, they are here and they are for the content. And you're just providing them this content, which is a very useful thing that not a lot of people are actually using. And again, comparing the text and the video is essential. At least have short videos if you want to succeed, or maybe on TikTok, maybe on Reels, even on YouTube Shorts, because even YouTube realizes that how important the short form content is, and it is very easy to create. You don't need like elaborate groups of like maybe videographers or video editors. Or
the video shorts are restricted to cell phone videos. It's all vertical content. I've seen, it's amazing, and they're discoverable on a full separate page. So
exactly, and you're not restricted to record on the high-end cameras as well. Just flip the camera and that's it. If you want the high-value content, you can do that. I actually was creating shorts and on TikTok, on YouTube, things like that, on using my high-end camera, and it looks fantastic. Then people just love that because they are so used to just a phone. They're so used to it that you are getting them competitive edge if you have a high-end camera, just because you have high-end camera. On YouTube, on just regular videos, nobody cares. Nobody cares about how expensive your camera is because there is so much great and high quality content is that if you're just recording with your phone, it's either should be very, very high quality content wise, or you just need to be something amazing in order to just stand out. People don't care about your equipment anymore. As an example, the probably first 2 years of my YouTube channel, I was recording on my phone and on my GoPro, and nobody said anything because they're so used to this high quality content that they don't care anymore.
Yeah, they don't see it.
Yes, they don't see it. I switched to high-end camera, and until I said that I switched to $2,000 camera, they didn't even realize that. It was great for me. It was great for me because now I know my content looks good for me. But for them on YouTube, they're so used to it that they don't care at all. On TikTok, on YouTube Shorts, or on Instagram Reels, they do care because the majority of the content, yes, it's just user generated from their phones, and this content is made to be only relatable. It's not about selling stuff. And a lot of people are actually succeeding huge, like making huge amounts of money. Like I have seen quite a few TikTok pages where I just sit down and they say that, okay, look how I found this amazing product on Amazon, or Amazon product finds day 1 of 365. Then they continue for 365 days and showing some obscure products on Amazon, and they're making huge amounts of money from this because they have a link in a bio with all the
affiliate marketing again.
Yes,
amazing.
Exactly. The content, people and all the content is shot on a phone. People are like, oh, look at this amazing case for AirPods. Oh, look at this. It's just opens cool and just playing around and not doing anything exceptional particular, but it's relatable because I have an AirPod. Oh, that looks good. I'll probably use that. Boom, click the link, get commission. That's it.
That's awesome.
It's extremely important. And people are just, it's so amazing how large businesses are just missing this. It's an incredibly amazing opportunity to jump on it right now. For me, it's difficult because there is one thing that TikTok and Instagram Reels have in particular, which restricts not everything, but international content. Let's say, because I live in Georgia, when I create my content in English, doesn't matter what type of content I will create, it will show my content only in Georgia. It will not show content in US, in UK, in Australia, anywhere else. It will show only in my country. And because my language is completely different from English, and not all people are speaking English, my content will die. Yeah, that's it. It will just die. No matter how amazing quality it is, it will just die. I just did it as an experiment. I recorded the same video, exactly the same video in English, and then in my own language in Georgian, and I created completely different profile for that, and I uploaded that. English content got 1,000 views, and my profile, it has 1,000 followers, and my Georgian content with 0 followers got 50,000 views.
It's crazy.
So yeah, it's all about the regionality. So if you are a content creator in US, in UK, in Australia, or if you want to create the content in your own language around your people, or local content, just do that. If you have a cafe, or maybe you're selling, I don't know, kebab or something, doesn't matter. Create a content about your things, about your business.
And it will get seen,
It will get seen. TikTok is making this incredibly easy, and it will get saturated pretty quickly. So if you want to jump on this right now, because you are going to miss this chance. Don't miss this chance. This is a chance probably once in a lifetime. The last time when people had this chance was back in 2008 when YouTube was young. So it's right now is an opportunity, and it will probably be for maybe next year, maybe year and a half. Then it will become oversaturated as YouTube is, and it will become extremely difficult to be seen.
All right. And then, so in closing, I'm going to ask you a couple of short questions, quick ones, quick answers. So for a new entrepreneur, is there a book, a podcast, or a resource you could recommend to our listeners?
Subscribe to my YouTube channel. That's the first thing.
It's a good start.
That's the first thing. Yeah, that's a great start. Like if you want to see how to fail 1,000 times and maybe sometimes succeed, watch my videos. You will find a lot of great things. And to be fair, I don't read. I read a lot of books in the past. 4 Hour Work Week, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, things like that. Essential readings, everything like that. And to be fair, it was incredibly useful information. But unless you will start doing that, it's useless. It's just a motivational thing for you. I highly suggest people to not just start reading the books about the success, but rather start doing the things and learn from your own experience. Fail a million times. This is the best book that you can do. And on my YouTube channel, people are always asking, okay, can I get 1,000 views or 100 views or 1 view? And they say, okay, check my YouTube channel. And I go to their YouTube channel and see nothing. 0 videos, just a name and not even a profile picture and nothing there. Okay, what do you expect? I'm like, what do you expect? What people are coming, oh, that's a great name. I'm going to subscribe to that. What you're expecting? People are not taking action. And that's the biggest downfall. Just, I heard somewhere, I don't remember where I heard this, is do to learn, not learn to do. That's a thing that I probably can follow every day in my life. It's better to start and do it bad than just trying to make it as best as you can, not do it at all.
Because you learn from your mistakes more than you learn from somebody else.
Not just mistakes. It's success.
From trying,
you may do something. You may do something right. You may do something right from the very beginning. And that's great. You can just go big. I've seen YouTube channels who just uploaded just one video, just random video, and made 100,000 subscribers just out of the blue, and they were amazed because it just happens. You never know how to do. You know, if you didn't make this one video, he would not succeed. So just do that. Is it bad? Okay, watch it again. See if you liked it. Fix something that you didn't like. Make second video. Watch the second video again. See something that you didn't like. Fix that. Do it again. Do this for 100 videos. I guarantee your 101st video will be amazing. I can guarantee that. If you're making videos or if you're doing businesses or whatever you're doing, just do it. Focusing on books. For even I will shoot myself in the foot right now, but even focusing on courses is not great. You need to focus on courses when you know exactly what you're looking for, just exactly what you're looking for. If you want just, oh, this course will probably generate me money, and I will just buy this YouTube course. I haven't heard about anything about YouTube. I just watch the YouTube, nothing about creation. I haven't created a single video. I haven't shot anything with my camera. But let's become a YouTuber. You know that it doesn't work like that. If, for example, I just go to, I don't know, to the woodworker shop and, okay, you create an amazing chair. Let me become a woodworker. That's not how it works. That's just not how it works. You need to sit down and you need to start doing things. And when you face the problems, and you will face problems very early on, go and search for the solution. And if the course is solving this problem for you, then buy the course. If the YouTube video is solving this problem for you, watch this YouTube video. If you know the book will solve the problem for you, then buy a book. It's all up to you. It's not one size fits all. Like, oh, buy this book and you will understand how the millionaire is thinking. You will never understand how millionaires are thinking until you will become a millionaire. You will have no idea. You will have no idea how to make $1 billion until you make $1 billion.
All right,
I've seen so many YouTube channels. I've seen so many Instagrams. Okay, Jeff Bezos once said that he's waking up at 10 a.m. and so you should wake up at 10 a.m. as well. It doesn't work this way. He's waking at 10 a.m. because he doesn't care anymore. He has like $200 billion. Why would he wake up at 6 a.m. like I am doing? He doesn't care. And that's not a problem.
Yeah, so instead of like focusing on the experts' advice and stories, use that to inspire you, sure, but start doing it.
And then
go back and
for experts. Yes, then look for experts. Then listen to this podcast. Then go and watch my YouTube videos. Then go and get my courses. Not before that. Not get my course, not get my YouTube course because you want to be a YouTube famous. No, get my YouTube course because you're failing to do something after you have started, only after that, not before you started, not finding out about all the problems that you can encounter before you started doing the, just started, see the problem, encounter the problem, look for a solution, and then use the solution. That's it.
All right, thank you. And then if our listeners have already encountered these problems, where can they find you? And I'll post your tags in our comments.
Yeah, of course. My main point of entry, of course, is my YouTube channel. It's Nick Nyxson. It's however my name is written. You can just look for me on YouTube. You can look for me on Udemy, on Skillshare. You can look for me on Facebook, on Instagram at Nick Nyxson Official. You can, of course, reach me directly. I practically answer everyone who is reaching to me. I'm not that big of a creator to just not listen to people and not care. If you have a question, if you want to learn something, maybe about me, I don't know, maybe you want to learn how the weather is in Georgia or something like that. I don't care. Just reach to me directly. I will gladly answer. Maybe not right away because, you know, time zone difference and things like that. I'm sleeping. Maybe I'm playing with my kids outside, things like that. But I practically answer every single comment. And yeah, that's an important thing as well. Don't think if you get like a few hundred or few thousand or few 100,000 subscribers or followers or students or whatever it is, don't think that you're better than anyone else. You are still there, and something might go wrong and you might get back to this viewer or follower status. So just answer people. If they have a problem, help them solve that. And if they're haters, I don't even help them or maybe ignore them.
All right. Thank you, Nick, so much for joining me and for giving me your time today. And thanks to our listeners today. So if you are watching us on YouTube, and subscribe to the channel. If you're listening to this on a podcasting app, subscribe to the Systeme podcast so that you never miss an episode. Systeme.io is a digital marketing software platform packed with all the tools you need to grow your online business.